Yellow flag is out. Pit road is now open. Keep your eye on those gauges. We'll give you 4 tyres. 3, 2, 1, now. We're done. Get going.
Welcome race fans. Tonight SRA Slam Truck Series takes to Bathurst. Mount Panorama, as some of you know it as. We're going to be doing 50 minutes here. We got about 60 minutes left in practice here before qualifying. So glad you could all tune in tonight. And John, just to answer your question, you gotta be a faithful viewer here, be here like every night, like a lot of my moderators are, and you just gotta be here, man. And you know, I trust the moderators I have, and gotta kind of earn that trust a little bit there, and be here every week or every night. So hopefully that answers your question. We got quite a few guys out here tonight. I think a few more than expected. Got about 20 drivers on the track right now. Beautiful facility here. No, John, these guys are pretty good. They do not wreck a lot. That's what makes it so interesting, and it always seems to be a very competitive race the whole race long. So I look for a good one here again tonight. Next week they'll be back on the ovals again at Darlington. So back to the oval side. They do kind of like to throw a little clinker in on the guys here every now and then, and throw a little road course racing in there. So like I said, tomorrow night they will be taking the Gen 6 cars to Interlagos. So that'll be just as interesting as tonight's going to be. So hopefully you guys tune in tomorrow night. Ouch. All right, coming down to 3.5 minutes left here, folks. Practice. So make sure you got that cold beverage ready for you, and a snack, because 50 minutes, it's actually going to go by pretty fast, I believe. It says 50 minutes is going to be pretty quick. But for us watching, for those guys out there, it's going to be a long, grueling, twisting, uphill, downhill climb for the finish line. So get ready, folks. It's going to be fun. Once they start their qualifying here, I'll run down through the top 12 in points, because guys, they're coming up closer and closer to the end of the season. They only have 5 races left on the schedule, but only one after this week. Next week at Darlington is the last race of the regular season. Now, starting on December 17th, they will go to Martinsville for the first race. The top 12 drivers in the points will race. So that will go 3 races. They'll be in that 12 driver chase format. and now we'll chop it down to 6 drivers. And 6 drivers will compete. January 21st is our final race after all the holidays and everything, the Christmas and New Year's and everything. The last race of the season will be January 21st. That will be at Atlanta, and only 6 drivers, the top 12 in the points, compete for that champion. It's no doubt going to be another barn burner again this year. Yeah, you said it right, Chemo. How you been feeling there, Chemo? Hopefully you're doing better. I got some new aches and pains this week. Golly, man, it's just something new every week. I got my shoulder's been acting up really bad. It's got my whole right arm hurting. Hand's kind of numbish. Yeah, a whole new set of problems this week. Golly, something every week. Yeah, these guys, they like to goof around and like to play around in practice, but when it comes race time, they're pretty good. They're probably one of the best asphalt leagues on iRacing. Guys are. They're top notch. All right, we're going to step away and play the national anthem, folks. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we're back, and to give you a rundown of the points here, let's do the top 12 in points, because it's the top 12 drivers that after next week will be locked in for the chase. So the top 12 are Nick Northrup with a 29-point lead over second place, which is shared by Bobby Chaney and David Shutt. They are tied for second place, 29 points behind Nick Northrup. Third place, dropping 2 positions last week, Femi Olat is 52 points behind the leader. DeMonte Dotson picks up 1 position last week, goes into the the fifth place. He is 61 points behind the leader. Tyler Ducharme dropped one position back to sixth. He is 69 points behind. Connor Anton picks up 5 positions, moves into seventh. He is 69 points back as well. Jared Darling picks up 6 positions last week, the biggest mover into points, and he is 71 points back. Stephanie Lessentine dropped 2 positions last week. She is in ninth, barely hanging on to the edge of the top 12 right there. She is 74 points back. Mark Newland drops 2 positions as well. He is 75 points back in 10th. In 11th, James Koulibaly, 75 points back. And rounding out the top 12, Aaron Cummings dropping 2 positions last week. He is 77 points behind the leader. So that is your top 12 in points as of coming into tonight. Hey Hunter, yeah John, we do kind of take pride in putting a lot of extra work and stuff into any videos that we do have on there. I mean, I'm not going to say we go to extreme lengths, but you know, there's nothing like really fantastic about them or anything. But we do put a little bit out there. But iRacing has given us the okay to use some of their videos that they have created in advertising for some of their upcoming events, which is we all know the Rallycross is coming up here in the build next week. Somebody just had a failure there. And also the animated pit crew, from what I understand. So that I kind of grabbed a couple of their videos there so we could share them with you. Some people are really kind of not aware of that. And, you know, the way we look at it is if people see things like that, you know, we show on here, that's good advertisement. It's free advertisement, actually, for iRacing to, and I'm sure the popularity has grown, and I know I've had a lot of people in my chat that have joined iRacing just from watching my videos. So, and I'm only one broadcaster. There's plenty out there. Matter of fact, there's getting to be about 10 or 12 every day more. They're growing. There's going to be more broadcasters than there is people to race here before long. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of leagues. I'd like to know how many leagues there is. It's astronomical. It's all right. So far, Freddie De La Rosa does walk away with the pole so far. Nichols in second, Ducharme third, Shutt fourth, and Hunter fifth. They do have single car qualifying. The only time that they do have single car qualifying is on road courses and super speedways. All the other times they do have open qualifying. You'll see them back at Darlington next week that we have open qualifying. So, folks, make sure you tune in tomorrow night to see them run the Gen 6s at Interlagos. That's going to be wild. I can't wait to see that. I really was kind of looking forward to tonight to see how they were going to do. But I think tomorrow night's going to be pretty interesting too. So same time, we'll be live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern here on MaxSpeedTV. Getting down to about the last qualifier. Stephanie Lessentine taken to the track right now. Awesome. Hey, BM. Yeah, give us a thumbs up on the video there, folks, and don't forget to subscribe if you've never been here to MaxSpeedTV before. You can also check out our website for the full schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com. Also follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. Also, I do believe in the description there is some in-car cams of the guys in the race that do broadcast in-car. If you feel like you might want to check out what it looks like in car as they're going around the track, or in the links are in the description. I'm not really sure who's broadcasting tonight. I know Bobby Cheney is Bobby 2448. He's streaming in car. Got a few of them here coming out. Benjamin Nelson. A&W root beer. Yeah, that's one of my favorite root beers. I don't know. I think the guys are pretty much everybody's turned in a qualifying time that is going to qualify. We got a lot of them that did not qualify. Only 10 of them did. Looks like we got 22 drivers. All right, that's going to wrap up qualifying, folks. Get them down here on the grid. All right, Freddie De La Rosa walking away with the pole with a 2-minute, 8.764 second lap. Great lap. Because, man, I couldn't do that. Nowhere even close to that. That's pretty awesome. Starting on the outside of the front row, going to be Jake Nichols. Tyler Ducharme in third. David Shutt starting fourth. Nick Northrup fifth. Jared Darling sixth. David Fish seventh. Cedric Hunter eighth. James Coulibaly ninth. And Stephanie Lessentine rounds out the top 10. DeMonte Dotson, the last one to take a qualifying time, will start 11th. Bobby Zielinski, first one to not take a qualifying time, will start 12th place. Connor Anton 13th. Benjamin Nelson 14th. Aaron Smith 15th. Bobby Cheney 16th. Uh-oh. Crashed. What the heck happened there? That's not good. Try that again.
Caution somewhere, caution.
Let's try that again. There we go. Maybe that's why it crashed. Let's try this one more time. How about? All right, we'll pick up where we left off here. DeMonte Dotson 11th, Bobby Zielinski 12th, Connor Anton 13th, Benjamin Nelson 14th, Aaron Smith 15th, Bobby Cheney 16th. It did it again. So somebody's freaking left or something. Well, I guess we ain't going to be able to. Whatever. Somebody's left or coming late or something. All right, here we go, folks.
Caution somewhere, caution.
All right, they're rolling out. They just start somewhere on the back stretch because they don't go the whole lap around. They'll be getting the green right here, folks. Pace car's heading in already.
Ready, green, 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 green.
There's the green. Now up the long hill up here to turn 2. Long ways up this long straightaway. They pick up a tremendous amount of speed, folks. Into turn 2, Freddie's still got a comfortable lead there over Tyler Ducharme. Tyler in second. Jake Nichols went back to third there after starting on the outside of the front row. He didn't take him long. David Shutt in fourth. Yeah, this is a very, very, very tough track. Now, I do like it. In some of the road course cars, it's pretty awesome. But I just could not imagine driving it in these trucks right now. Now, they did build their own setup for this because there's not a setup for Mount Panorama for the trucks. So they built a pretty neutral setup, I guess. David Fish already picking up one position since the start of the race. David's a very good road course racer. Jared Darling losing one position. Bobby Zielinski already picking up 5 positions since the start of the race. Good Lord, he's on the move. Haven't seen Bobby around in this season. Coming to pit road already. Okay. All right. Freddie D continues the lead. Not sure what happened to Bobby Zielinski there. Tyler Ducharme 2 seconds behind. Second. Already back quite a ways. Cedric Hunter did pick up that position from Bobby Zielinski. And he goes into 9th. Aaron Smith, that is your top 10. And he also picked up 5 positions. Koulibaly 11th. Just got passed up by Bobby Cheney right there in the hairpin. Wow, great job. Bobby picking up 5 positions as well. Man, we've seen a lot of guys picking up positions. Stephanie Lessentine dropped 3 positions since the start of the race, though. Like she's having a pretty good run, though. Hey, George. Good to see you, George. Abbas, Garrison, how's everybody doing? Well, Bobby's already trying to pick up some positions. Whoa, wow, a little dirt track in there. A little dirt track in at Mount Panorama. I think he had a black flag or something there he had to serve, but boy, he come right back off of pit road, and he didn't really lose a whole lot of time. That's pretty awesome. Nicholas Caressel. He did pass up Nicholas there. Old buddy Delonte Ballard. Here he is, 16th. He's picked up 5 positions. Ethan Kurt, 17th. DeMonte Dotson 18th, Aaron Cummings 19th, Mark Newland 20th. Boy, he's way behind. He started on pit road. And Kevin Scott, not sure what happened to him, but boy, he went way off with the grid. He's actually not far from, he's about a half a lap behind the leaders. Freddie D going up the hill already. Well, already over 5 minutes into the race, folks. We're working on lap 3. So that just tells you how long it takes to get around here. Over 2 minutes. Freddie's fastest lap was a 2 minute 9 second 9.842, excuse me. Everybody's pretty much spread out around the track right now. We do have some guys, Jared Darling, David Fish, and Aaron Smith. These guys pretty close to one another. Riding along with David Fish. Watch the speeds he get coming down off the mountain here. That wind is something else, ain't it? That wind coming off that mountain blowing. Wow. You can hear it going through the netting on the windows. That gets pretty loud. Oh, Fish going to pass up Jared Darling. Aaron Smith got by too. Darling goes back to ninth that quick. He got really loose coming off the last turn right there. And boy, that's all it took. All right, back up here, Benjamin Nelson, picking up 8 positions since the start of this race, folks. Look at this. Talk about moving up through the field. Ballard crashed. What? Ballard crashed? Did? I don't think. Well, maybe he did. He might have. Yeah, I see some damage on that right front. Yeah, he must have. But he's still picked up 7 positions. That's pretty healthy. The only one that did not start the race was Connor Anton. Freddie D got a 4.1 second, excuse me, over Tyler Ducharme. What a lead. That's quite the lead coming down off the mountain. Jake Nichols right there, though. Then a second of Tyler Ducharme. David Shutt, he's trying to pick up some more positions here, but he really hasn't been too successful. The GAMC Chevrolet. Uh-oh, he's off the track into the grass. Not good. Could be struggling a little bit right now. I think a lot of guys are struggling a little bit. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how they do next week and see who the top 12 are going to be in the points going into the chase. Because boy, they're really pretty close back there from about 8th on back. They're pretty close. So it's going to be. I can't wait to see how this is going to turn out. From 8th, actually, I'm going to say from 6th on back. They are from 6th to 12th is only 8 points. So a lot can change back there. A lot could change. Benjamin Nelson picking up another position, goes into 5th. He got around Nick Northrup. Check on Bobby Zielinski because he had to make a green flag pit stop there, I believe to serve a black flag, but I don't know that for a fact. He's coming up on Cedric Hunter really fast, and he's going to make that pass on Cedric. Wow! And Zielinski goes into 9th. Talk about picking him up, putting him down, but he's still losing a lot of time to the leader right now. He's went from 22 seconds back to 28 seconds. So he's quite a ways back after making that green flag pit stop. Coming up on Jared Darling next. Closing that gap on him here, coming around on the front stretch. Big time. Zielinski closing in. Well, that wind is really terrible blowing in them nets, man. I may have to fix that. I don't like that. That's a little bit too loud. Sorry about that. I don't want to blow your eardrums out. And Zielinski still got Jared Darling on his tail. He really hasn't been able to gain much ground on Aaron Smith, though. Aaron's about almost 4 seconds ahead of him. But Aaron having a solid run here tonight, picking up 8 positions since the start of the race. Running about 6 seconds behind, or 7 seconds behind Nick Northrup. Back up front, Tyler Ducharme, Jake Nichols continue to battle each other. Go back and check on Mark Newland. Mark's back where he started from, and I see a little bit of right side damage on his truck too. And he's running a little over a half a lap behind the leader. Up front, Freddie D with a 6.5 second lead over Tyler Ducharme. Mr. Smooth right there. Well, Jake Nichols has closed that gap on Tyler Ducharme now within a half a second, 0.4 of a second. He can actually, man, he's right there. We might see a pass in the near future here. I don't know if Tyler can hold him off. Well, that's going to remain to be seen. Tyler's using every bit of the runoffs that he can to try to keep that speed up. Benjamin Nelson actually closing in on these guys. Went up on David Shutt there. About a second from David Shutt. Nick Northrup picking up 1 position. Bobby Zielinski does get around. Aaron Smith goes into 7th as he continues marching up through the field here, but he is still 27.5 seconds behind the leader right now, folks. We're about 9 minutes away from the halfway mark. I don't know what happened to David Fish, but he is well off the pace now after being up inside the top 10. Unless he made he did make an early pit stop. It could be strategy coming into play. Might have stopped to make that fuel and take the fuel that he's going to need in the tires. But I see he was on pit road for quite a bit of a time right there. It looks like Kevin Scott takes his car behind the wall. Well, that puts David Fish not that far ahead of Freddie De La Rosa. Freddie just now making the last turn to come down off the mountain. And he is picking them up and putting them down, I'm telling you. Shutt getting company here with Benjamin Nelson. I'm looking for some really close battles here, but nothing that really sticks out. This is about the closest one. Ethan Kurtz and Delonte Ballard. These guys are semi-close, right behind James Coulibaly. Oh, Ethan Kurtz got into the wall, and he does again. Ouch. It's a bad going, though, but he lost a few positions on that. Nicholas Cresswell got by. DeMonte Dotson. We were talking about DeMonte last week. Actually picking up 1 position in the points and goes into 5th in the points. So kind of solidifying what I was saying. He's really, unless something drastically happens here, he's pretty much kind of locked into it, but you got to wait and see what next week's going to bring to Darlington. That's going to be a tough track too. All right, 6.5 minutes from halfway mark, folks, already. Imagine that, we're almost at the halfway mark already. Freddie D has been out front for 8 laps. This time by will be 9 laps. And I do believe they still get points for the most laps led, even though it is a timed race. I do believe. Not positive on that, but I do believe. Tyler just cannot shake Jake Nichols, I'll tell you that. Jake's being pretty competitive back there and staying right with Tyler, although Tyler did stretch it out about a couple of tenths. And Jake, boy, he's a little on the sideways side there, a little slideways. Got Benjamin Nelson really close. This is a good battle coming up. And I would imagine that they do get some pretty good draft on these long straightaways going up the hill and down the hill. I would imagine a draft plays a major part in a lot of that. Keep an eye out here to see if Benjamin can make a pass on him. I think I would have probably went to the inside, but... Oh, wow. Really loose off over that jump. Ooh, whoa. And he just lost every bit he gained on David's shot right there. That's why I said I think I would have went to the inside. Bobby Zielinski. Still losing time, but picking up positions out there on the track. Did get by Nick Northrup. Nick Northrup is our points leader coming into this week with a 29-point lead over Bobby Chaney and David Shutt. David Shutt is in 4th. Bobby Chaney is in 11th. Koulibaly, losing 3 positions since the start of the race, has gone back to 12th. We're seeing Delonte picking up some more positions out here, even though he does have more damage on his truck. He's got left side front damage as well. So he's either been into the wall or into somebody, maybe trying to pass him or something. But he seems to be okay. Truck seems to be running all right. Maybe losing a little bit of straightaway speed. Be like throwing a parachute out the window or something there. Oh, wow. Nicholas Caressel. Wow, that was some driving. Whew. Oh, and Delonte just lost it. Caught them rumble strips in that corner right there. Boy, I'll tell you, it's so easy to do, folks. Now he's got them tires kind of hot. I don't know if some of these guys may try to come to pit road and freshen up them tires. Maybe get a little damage fixed. Pop off the fuel. I don't think they can make it the whole way on a tank of fuel. This is a big track. Freddie D just out there dominating. He's in cruise mode right now with a 9.8 second lead over Tyler Ducharme. He can actually kind of lighten up on the gas pedal a little bit and go pull away. Driving the heck out of it, I can tell you that. Good job by Freddie D today. Coming out of the gate swinging. Freddie is 15th in points. He lost 2 positions last week, but he is really not out of it by any means. He's 86 points back, but he's just he's only about 7 or 8 points out of making it into the top 12. So if he can win here tonight and lead all the laps and get as many bonus points as he can, may be able to close that gap up a little bit heading into Darlington next week. Coming up on Mark Newland. Mark's already, well, he is a lap down. Mark's coming in to freshen up them tires. I wouldn't be a bit surprised we see Freddie come in next time by, because we'll be at the halfway mark. I'm sure he's going to want new tires and a full load of fuel. Tyler is starting putting distance on Jake Nichols now. Got there about 1.5 seconds. Benjamin Nelson coming to pit road. Mark Newland, them guys on pit road. Short visit. So we'll keep an eye out, see if Freddie does come to pit road. I kind of have a sneaking suspicion he will, being that it is halfway. But you know, the thing of it is these never do drive the same on new tires as they do on a little bit of worn tires. But with this many right and left turns, he's got to be starting to feel the difference in the tires right now. Down off the hill, I'm waiting to see. I want to see if he's going to come to pit road. He's coming up on Stephanie Lessentine. Stephanie just ahead of him. And I'm not sure Freddie, let's see if Freddie comes to pit road or not. I know I would if it was me, but I'm not Freddie. Nope, he's not coming in yet. Not going to give up that lead. And Tyler is coming in, though. He's saying, I've had enough. I'm coming in. It's halfway mark. Got to get some fresh tires and some more fuel. They can make it on one fuel stop. So, but I was going to look and see here what it is. 3.815 miles around here, folks. That's a long ways around here. All right, as Tyler comes in, Jake Nichols takes over second. David Schutt in third. I want to see Bobby Zielinski coming in. So he's given up his position on the track out there to freshen up some tires. Remember, he had that black flag at the beginning. I'm pretty sure that was a black flag he had to serve right at the start of the race. So. All right, Nick Northrup in as well as Bobby Zielinski leaves. Ethan Kurtz into 12th. Bobby Cheney now in 11th. And boy, that car is mangled up big time. Did not see what happened to Bobby. Got a lot of damage on the back. The whole back really, but the back left is really damaged bad. All right, Freddie D coming in. Let's see if it's going to be a 4-tire stop for Freddie D or if he's going to take fuel only. Oh, 4 tires and he's away. Well, they gave the lead up to David Schutt. David just happened to get by. Now David will have to go around one more time in order to lead a lap. Freddie D will hold on to second place, so he's coming. And he's got them fresh tires, but he's going to have to kind of tiptoe around here for a lap to get a little heat buildup in them tires. David Schutt blinking a little bit there. Sorry about that, folks. Freddie's already closing the gap on him. Wow, that's just how much fresh tires matter. I mean, Freddie's already fast, but to come out there with fresh tires and David Schutt's out there tiptoeing around on them old used tires, he's already closing that gap on him. Well, they kept Stephanie from going a lap down, but Stephanie's just ahead of the leader right now. Here goes the leader passing up. Down the hill. Very nice, very nice. Well, let's see if Shutt comes to pit road this time, or if he's going to wait one more time around, if he's going to try to get in here and get a lap led, or if he's just going to say, you know what, I don't care about the lap, I just want to get in here and get fresh tires. Not coming to pit road. And stay out. Looks like he's going to stay out long enough to collect that bonus point. Yep, the only one that's led a lap besides our Freddie De La Rosa has been David Shutt. And Freddie is 8 seconds behind. Now he's got a lot of traffic to go through to get there, but coming up on DeMonte Dotson. Looks like DeMonte's going to get out of the way. Let him by. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight, folks. We appreciate it. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. The Gen 6 series goes to Interlagos. That's going to be just as amazing as this was tonight. Freddie D still back there. We're waiting to see now. I think David Shutt will probably come in this time by. He did stay out long enough to lead a lap. And he knows that Freddie D's got new tires and has been chopping a little bit of time down. Not a whole lot, but is chopping some time off of that lead. Shutt's got to go down through these S's pretty slow. Now he gets some good straightaway speed. He's looking to pass up, that looks like James Coulibaly. And he does clear James. James running in 13th. See if David Shutt comes to pit road this time. Maybe he isn't never going to come to pit road. No. He's going to drive on by again. All right. Well, Freddie D's coming. He's down to 6.6 seconds. Third place is Benjamin Nelson. He's 22 seconds behind. Jake Nichols right on his tail. Bobby Zielinski in 5th, coming down off the hill. Bobby's come a long ways to get here after having to, I think he had to serve a black flag right at the beginning of the race, so that was a heartbreaker. Tyler Ducharme got damage on his truck, and he is not up here running second like he was before. Still running good though, top 6. Nick Northrup 7, Aaron Smith 8. Those two in a battle. Your Darling 9th, and Cedric Hunter, that's your top 10. Nicholas Kressel's the next one to go a lap down, and he's got the leader, David Shutt, not far behind him. Freddie D now down to 5.1 seconds. The longer Shutt stays out there, the more Freddie D's closing on him. Coming down to 15 minutes left in the race, folks. I don't think they can make it on a tank of fuel the whole way. I don't believe. Only one that has not pitted today was David Shutt. Still not coming to pit road. So maybe there is something to that maybe they can make it. Gosh, I don't know. Freddie D down to 3.9 seconds. 3.5 seconds. Closing quick. He can smell the exhaust coming out of David Shutt's truck right now, and he's saying, I'm there. All I got to do is get a little closer, and I'll be able to pass him. I don't really see any other battles on the track right now. But DeMonte Dotson, right there behind Ethan Kurtz. Those two pretty close together. Stephanie Lessentine not far behind. That's a battle for 14th, 15th, and 16th. Mark Newland a long ways back in 17th. Delonte Ballard 18th. Aaron Cummings a couple of laps down in 19th. And David Fish never did re-enter the race, so he is in 20. And Kevin Scott was the first one out of the race, 21st. All right, 1.9 seconds separating first and second. As we've seen Freddie D drive the wheels off of that thing to get to David Shutt. Now comes the time with 13 minutes left. He's got plenty of time to get by David Shutt. Just going to have to catch him in a corner or something and outdrive him in a corner, I do believe. I'm not sure, but all I know is David Shutt is not pitted yet today, so obviously they don't have to stop for fuel, but everybody has but David Shutt. So it could have been just for track position that he stayed out there. And, you know, he'll still come out of it with possibly a second place finish. Started fourth. Get this up the hill. Freddie D coming right up on him. Might try to outdrive him up through the S's. Shutt's doing everything he can to try to keep him back there for as long as he can. He knows the inevitable's coming. He knows Freddie can, you know, outdrive him into corners. It's that he's just trying to protect that position the best he can. And right now he's doing a fabulous job of it. A lot of slipping and sliding going on right now. And Freddie, I'll tell you what, Freddie's giving him plenty of room. David Shutt's got to be in there just a wheel in that thing too. Wow, big glitch there. I don't know what that. I get them every now and then. I don't know if anybody else does in iRacing, but every now and then I'll get a big tick. I don't know what's going on with that. It just happens every now and then. Here goes Freddie. Going to try to outdrive him on the inside going into this sharp right-hander. And nope, he decides not to do it. He'll try to catch him on another one. I hate to lead these two, but they're battling so hard here for the lead. Here goes Freddie. Oh, and David Shutt is going to bring it to pit road with 10 minutes left. Well, they gave the lead back to Freddie D. Jake Nichols, third. Might be able to pass David. I'm not really sure. Let's see what David does here coming to pit road. if he takes any tires or if it's going to be fuel only or... That right side's going on. You don't want to just take... Wow, he did. He just took 2. Okay. Well, not bad. I mean, that's going to keep him in the top 5 anyhow. And now he's got Bobby Zielinski coming up on him. So this has kind of turned into a whole nother race here, folks. Really turned into kind of an interesting one here, I gotta say. That's why I'm kind of really looking forward to tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, folks, you got to be here. 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Be live here on MaxSpeedTV. That's going to be some good racing. Enter Lagos with the MS Awareness Gen 6 series here at SRA. Tyler Ducharme still hanging on to 6th. Oh, and he's slipping and sliding around the corners. Nick Northrup 7th. Dropped a couple of positions. He's got Aaron Smith on his tail. Aaron has picked up 7 positions since the start of this race, and he has been very competitive the whole race long, I'm telling you. Jared Darling losing 3 positions. Got lots of damage on his truck. Both right and left front corners are damaged. Cedric Hunter in 10th. Looks like his truck is totally unscathed. Nope, he's got a little bit of left rear damage. Somebody's got into the back of him, or he's just clipped the wall or something there. Bobby Cheney 11th, picking up 5 positions. A lot of rear damage on that truck. Well, I know Jake Nichols has got to be feeling pretty good right now with a 2nd place, but man, if he was just up there closer, does not have any damage on his truck, that's always a good thing, especially at a road course. Out of a road course, especially as tough as this one is, you drove your heart out. I can tell you that, man. You did some great driving. Done a great job. Jake's been just joined the league, I think, this season, and he's been doing really well. So obviously won't make it into the chase. He's let me see if I can find him. Well, I don't even see him in the points. Well, I'm probably missing him somewhere. I know he runs in the Gen 6 series, so that's probably where I'm thinking. This might be his first race in the truck series. I believe it is. Benjamin Nelson is closing. He's down to 3 seconds behind Jake Nichols, and Jake knows it. Mirror driving going on there, I'm sure. Bobby Cheney, next one to go a lap down, but he is about maybe 20 seconds ahead of the leader, Freddie D. Freddie's he's just coming around the front stretch now, and Bobby Cheney's going up the hill. So quite a ways ahead of him. And the leader's only got a little less than 6 minutes left in this race, folks. I'll tell you, I told you 50 minutes would go by very quick, and it has. It doesn't take long to knock a race out like this here with no cautions. I don't know, I'd say good driving by Freddie D, man. This has been pretty awesome. This has kind of fit right into his wheelhouse here, and this is just what he needed. Should help him out a lot in the points. He was 15th in the points coming into tonight. Only got 1 win this season. So I'm trying to keep an eye on Jake Nichols and Benjamin Nelson because Benjamin is closing. Well, he was closing. Let me put it that way. He was closing. I think he lost a little ground to him there. David Shutt and Bobby Zielinski getting closer together. Bobby trying to get inside. He's in top 5, but he wants that 4th place off of David Shutt. And David only took 2 tires, and man, he is all over the place right now. Hey, George, he's a trip. I'm not sure if he's still here or not, but yeah, he's a trip. Haven't seen John S. in a while. But talking about he wanted to be a moderator, but you got to have somebody that's going to stick around for the whole race and be here every night. Kind of watch for that, and if I see you're there every night, then I usually think about giving you a moderator and chat. But well, these guys still in a battle here. Bobby Zielinski and David Shutt. David's doing a good job of holding off Bobby right now. Now, I think we're probably going to get in another lap because when Freddie comes by, he's still not going to get the white flag. But we'll get in a whole nother lap after this one. But he's got a 22.7 second lead over Jake Nichols right now. Jake's got his car looks pretty clean right now. I'll tell you what, he's done a heck of a job keeping that truck that clean. That's pretty amazing. He's going to drive by some lap traffic there. It looks like Aaron Cummings has taken his car behind the wall. Or he's on pit road, I should say. So he'll get a 19th place finish. That's not going to help him out in the points chase. Well, Shutt being, whoa. Wow, that was wild. Right in front of David Shutt there. That was pretty insane. We had a lap car there pretty close to spinning out right in front of David Shutt. And here goes Zielinski trying to make that look. And Zielinski's trying everything to get by Shutt, and Shutt's trying everything to stay ahead of him. Man, I'm telling you, these two are racing it up right now, boys. I'm telling you. Down the hill. Lots of speed carried down that hill, I'm telling you. All right, Freddie did pass. He did pass the start-finish line. Now, he may get the one to go. He might get the white flag and the checkered flag on this lap. Not really positive on that yet. Jake Nichols second. Benjamin Nelson third. David Shutt. Oh, David into the wall. And that's just what Bobby Zielinski needed to get by David Shutt. Looked like he got really loose coming off that last corner. But I'll tell you what, pretty good run for David Shutt today. He's got nothing to be ashamed of that run. Bobby Zielinski goes into fourth, picking up 8 positions since the start of the race. And he's really not that far behind Benjamin Nelson. Benjamin's just up ahead of him, but I don't think there's time enough to get by Benjamin. Freddie D's going to be getting the white flag here. Let's see where he's at. He's just going down the hill through the S's. Should get the white flag right here, and I'm assuming that this would probably be the checkered flag as well. So,
White flag, nice and smooth.
all right, here we go.
Nice and smooth.
See if this is going to be the checkered flag or not. I don't know. We won't know until he comes out of that last turn. But the race is going to be on for second, third, and fourth. Yes, it is. Freddie D going to bring home the win. Congratulations to Freddie D. Awesome win for Freddie De La Rosa. Jake Nichols second. And it looks like Benjamin Nelson did get away from Bobby Zielinski, so they will finish in second and third, respectively. Very good, very good. All right, well, as we're doing that, let's get up here with the winner, Freddie D. And, man, what a solid run for Freddie D today. Awesome run. Awesome run for Freddie D. Mount Panorama. All right, let's get Freddie up here. We'll talk to Freddie first and congratulate him on his win. Freddie D, you got a copy. What a dominating performance out there today. You led all but 4 laps. Tell me about that race and what the track felt like to you out there. Obviously felt really awesome. Well, this was a fixed setup, but it was somebody made the setup, correct? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that makes sense. I never thought of that. Okay. Well, what was it? We seen a lot of uphill speed and downhill speed, and you passing up David Shutt there. He made a 2-tire pit stop, or you made a 4-tire. I believe it was. You made a 4-tire, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And but it wasn't enough. I mean, you ran him down easily, and he was slipping and sliding all over the place anyhow. And he wound up finishing back a little ways, but still, man, awesome run out there today, Freddie. Now marking this one up here, this is gonna probably boost you a little bit in the points here, being you led to most laps tonight. You won the race. You come into tonight 15th in points. Next week is the last race of the regular season at Darlington. So with the win here tonight, what are you looking at next week?
Checker flag.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it was great to see you run that well out there. I mean, like I said, definitely a dominating performance by you tonight. So, but now, what do you think you got for next week? How did it? Huh? Well, when you see Mount Panorama on the schedule, what was your first thought? Yes, sir. Well, the truck looked nice and clean. I didn't see you get into anything, but man, I'll tell you, it was a couple of close calls there with dealing with some lap traffic. Yep. Right. All right. Well, congratulations, Freddie. Anybody you want to thank for this win here tonight?
I mean, actually, after the races, I usually put them on YouTube and I rewatch them. They're really enjoyable to watch. So, and then finally looking forward for tomorrow and having modern day MS on the car. Really want to give those guys a shout out. Hopefully they come to the trucks and and sponsor their truck too. So, no,
Right.
that's about it.
All right. Well, Freddie. Well, thanks for talking with us, and I apologize. Apparently, you muted. I'm sorry, but you're okay now. But congratulations again, Freddie, and we'll see you next week at Darlington.
Next week, Rudy.
Huh?
Next week it is.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be here tomorrow night, right?
Yeah. Tomorrow night.
Interlagos. All right. All right. Very good. All right. Well, we'll see you then.
All right, thank you.
All right. Jake Nichols, you got a copy.
Yes, I do.
Well, Jake, what a performance for you out there tonight. You kept it together all race long. Now, was this your first truck race?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was looking for you in the points and couldn't find you, and I was like, this obviously has to be your first. Because I know you've been in the league, but it was obviously the Gen 6 series. Well, what did you think about Bathurst tonight? I mean, when you seen that tonight's race was going to be Bathurst, did that kind of entice you to come in and race with the guys, or what was the deal?
Heck yeah. When I was looking at the schedule before I made my return to SRA, I saw Bathurst, and it's one of my favorite tracks to run. I might not be the fastest, but it's just such a fun track to run, and I had to be in this race, so this would be a good start to come back to the truck series. It's been a long time since I've ran trucks. I don't usually run it, but I think just staying consistent and staying out of trouble was really key tonight. It's a really tight track, and it really fun overall. You'll be out of control one corner, and then the next you'll be perfectly fine. But overall, I love this track, so I had to race it.
All right. Well, yeah, it was good to see you out there. And man, what a run you had tonight, Jake. Did everybody give you lots of respect? I mean, I know it was probably a little bit difficult at times trying to get by lap traffic, but you had to kind of pick and choose. Did you have any close calls?
I had a couple close calls, but this is such a tight track that every time I caught someone, I try to give them their space. I always try to give space at that road course because it's hard to hold a line around the entire racetrack, especially if you're trying to let someone go, because then you got to go to that spot and just hold it and make sure you don't hit a wall or hit the grass, hit that car. So yeah, definitely some close calls overall, though. Thankfully, we kept it clean around them for the entire race, thankfully. But yeah, definitely some close calls for sure.
Well, it was just good to see you run that good out there, though, Jake. So now,
Thanks.
next week they go to Darlington. Are you going to be here for that?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
it's a good track. I love that track.
yeah, I was just going to ask you, what do you think? How do you think you'll run there, knowing the level of competition here and these guys as good as they race? What do you think you'll do against these guys?
I think we'll run good. I honestly don't know because I don't run the truck that much, so that's going to be really just a learning kind of race for me, just to get back to the feel of it on an oval. But it should be a good race. Darlington's always a really good track for great racing, so hopefully we can put on a really good show next week.
Now, knowing that you're not in the points chase, and that is the last race of the season before the points race starts, how aggressive are you going to be around some of these guys out here that are running for the points? Now, bear in mind, you have every you have every right to be on the track as much as they do, but is that going to change how you race these guys?
Well, I always try to race everybody with respect and give plenty of room, but I think every time I see one of those guys, I'll just make sure I don't overdrive and drive over my head. Definitely, you got to be some sort of aggressive to try to win a race. It's hard to win a race if you're just too nice to everybody. So
True.
there is a limit for sure, especially around chasers because they've got a championship to win. I'm just here to win races, so and run good and earn some respect in SRA here. But yeah, definitely there will be a different sort of respect for everybody that's in the chase next week.
All right, brother. Well, you're racing in the Gen 6 tomorrow, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay. Tell me about Interlagos. What do you expect to do there? Because that is going to be a very, very technical track.
Oh, definitely. I ran a lap or two of practice a couple days ago, and it's very technical. It should be a pretty good race. Might be hard to pass. So track position is going to be key to start with. So hopefully we get a good qualifying run and have the track position like we did tonight.
All right, Jake. Well, anybody you want to thank for your second place finish and before you go celebrate?
OSR Network. We got Joe on the car and truck as well. You, Rudy, for doing the broadcast for SRA. You do an amazing job each and every week. Everyone at SRA, this track was amazing tonight, and I bet tomorrow night will be amazing. So great choices by them. I applaud them for that. Great choices. Thanks for them to putting on all these races and all the drivers as well for putting on great races as well.
All right, Jake. Well, we can't wait to see what you do tomorrow night at Interlagos. But go celebrate that second place finish tonight. And thanks for talking with us tomorrow.
Yep, 10-4. Thanks.
Benjamin Nelson, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Benjamin, how much mirror driving were you doing at the very end there? Because knowing Bobby Zielinski was closing.
I was looking quite a bit, and I was trying not to because it was kind of hard to drive when you're not looking forward. So
True.
I was trying to survive because I didn't take tires, and I figured that was the only shot I had to get any more positions on anybody. So I made my bed and I stuck to it.
I'll tell you what, it was an amazing job out there you did tonight. And I see you had a little bit of right side front damage on that truck. How did you get that?
I think on the 2 to go, I hit the wall coming into that left hand, the tight left-hander that's uphill. I just couldn't get it stopped and slammed the wall there. But it was late enough in the race that it really didn't affect too much.
Well, you didn't spill your A&W root beer, did you?
No, it had a cap on it.
Good deal, man. That stuff's too doggone good to be spilling.
That's precious cargo.
Oh, yes, it is. All right, well, now you're racing tomorrow night, correct?
Yes, I am.
Tell me about Interlagos. What do you know? What's your thoughts on that track as a whole to run the Gen 6 on?
I think that track is going to require a lot of patience. Those turns they're just going forever, and you really have to hit your apexes, otherwise you're going to be way off the track. So you really need to be on point and patient with your throttle inputs, your apexes, and your braking points.
All right, and then getting back to this series again, I hate to keep jumping back and forth, but I kind of wanted to get your opinion on what you think of Interlagos. But now going to Darlington next week here in the trucks, how well do you run there?
I usually like Darlington a lot. I'm not sure that I'm going to run in the trucks, though.
Oh, okay.
But in general, I like Darlington. It's a big challenge, and I appreciate it for sure.
Yes. All right. Okay, well, anybody you want to thank for your third place finish here tonight, Benjamin?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you, first of all, for putting on such a great broadcast, and all the admins for the league. They do such an amazing job. And Cedric Hunter, he's my good friend. He's in here. All my YouTube followers at my channel in there to it. And everybody that, all my competitors. I really appreciate everybody racing me with respect, and they make it fun. They really do.
Well, Benjamin, what you need to do is you need to give me the link to your channel, and I will put it in the description of mine. And people, because I have 3 others in there right now of in-car cams, and if you want, I can throw it in there with next week's race or every race from now on, and that way people can tune in on your channel and watch as well.
Yeah, when right after this, we'll stay and I'll get that set up for you.
10-4. All right. Well, congrats again, Benjamin. And if we don't see you next week here in the truck, so we hope to see you tomorrow night at Interlagos.
You will.
All right. Well, let's run down through the final results here, folks. Freddie D coming home with the win. Jake Nichols finishing second, Benjamin Nelson third, Bobby Zielinski coming back from he had to make a black flag early pit stop there on lap 1 to serve a black flag under green flag conditions. That hurt, but he come back and finished fourth. So that's pretty amazing. Did pass up David Shutt there in the closing laps. David takes fifth. Tyler Ducharme 6th, Aaron Smith 7th, Nick Northrup 8th, Cedric Hunter 9th, and Bobby Cheney 10th. Nicholas Kressel 11th, Jared Darling 12th, James Coulibaly 13th, DeMonte Dotson 14th, Stephanie Lessentine finishes 15th, Mark Newland 16th, Delonte Ballard 17th, Ethan Kurtz 18th, Aaron Cummings 19th, David Fish 20th, Kevin Scott 21st, and Connor Anton and Femi Olat did not start the race. So again, congratulations here to our winner, Freddie D, Freddie De La Rosa. And folks, we will be back here tomorrow night for the MS Awareness Gen 6 series at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Mark that on your calendar and do not forget. Until then, folks, stay safe and have a good night.